Well,
Hello,
Hello.
everybody. I apologise for the late start. It's my brother's birthday, and we were wishing him a happy birthday because he lives in another country. So we had to do
Yeah.
having a voice call. But hello.
As payment,
everybody.
I have bought a child.
Yes, baby with her. We have dog. Stream is late, but with more dog.
But with 100% more dog. And we match.
Heck yeah. Hello, everybody. Hi, Vaz. Hi, Das. Hello, Fox. Hello, V. Hi, everybody.
Sorry to hear that, V.
It's
It's Blues Brothers' birthday.
It's Blues Brothers' birthday. My birthday is next week.
It's very soon, yeah.
Yes, my birthday is next week. My brother's birthday.
Ooh, I'm sorry. Why did you boop your snooze?
And Melda Fox, thank you for the sub as well. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. It is very much appreciated.
Why did you do
have you
that?
just seen how the sniper works?
Oh, yes.
Why?
Or
You do
does
that.
It's your voice, by the way. Oh, thank you. I grew it myself. I'm
It's all
sorry.
homegrown.
I'm bringing
Organic.
weird energy. I'm bringing weird energy today. It's because
I'm bringing vaguely dissociative sleepy
It's
energy.
because I've just ended a call with my family, so I need to be super weird now to make up for it.
Oh yeah. Normalcy is dead. Go on then.
Oh boy.
Oh, no. I need you to decide where you're going.
Yeah.
You can't
Interesting
dig that,
day-
that's a weighted
Yeah.
blanket.
Interesting day for me, peace sign, alongside having to deal with like normal stuff and doing work and physically driving to the office of our solicitors to handle paperwork for the house. Your girl got credit card fraud.
Blue's had a day. I've been like getting it in little drips of like, oh, so now this is happening. Oh, now this is happening.
Ah, kill me.
It's like at this point, start a bingo sheet. Like,
How many things
things
can I deal with in
continue
one
to
day?
happen.
It's fine, everybody, before everyone gets concerned. I have not lost any money or anything.
No.
We have stopped it in the bank.
The
has
bank is
cancelled
good.
everything.
Is good at one thing.
But yeah, you know, and if 2FA is very important, and you should use it on all of your things, because that is literally what stopped all of this going down. Of my phone beeping at me and going, "Hey, are you okay with this transaction?" And me going, "No, I am not. Who is this?"
Yep. There's also a reminder if you use Twitter, Mr. Musk may have disabled your two-factor authentication like he did mine. So,
yeah.
you want to go?
You don't have
One
a
moment.
homegrown voice, store-bought is fine, you're correct. Not streaming mine at work, woo!
Yes, please. Go on.
I hope she turns up soon. I think this is the longest time she's been gone. It's been something which my cats know to be found in the neighbourhood or the house. Oh, I hope she does come back very soon.
Phoebe needed to bolt down the stairs at the speed of sound.
Make sure you
I
let
think-
people know if they need to like check inside garages or things like that. Did she cut herself with a not sharp object? I might get a bingo. No, we have had no smooth item related cuts today.
Although that may happen. Stay tuned.
It's still early. There's still
The
3
keyboard
hours
and the
left of
stylus are both
today.
there.
Yeah, it would be very on brand for me to like cut myself with like my tablet pen, honestly, considering I use
The
it
fact that it hasn't happened is truly
use it
kind
on
of
a
astounding.
day-to-day basis. I already know how it would happen. It'd be like when the nib is worn down from being rounded to a point, and when it needs changing is the exact time that I would probably cut myself on it. Ugh. Anyway, so yeah, people who spend a lot of time at the stream, you obviously will recognise Rex here, who we've been working on for a few months now, getting it done totally from scratch. This little fella started as a cube. I say little fella. We got him into VRChat the other day, and he's big.
Lord.
But yes, we've been given a lovely little thumbs up to say that our mesh is done, so I'm continuing our UV work that was started yesterday. Which means so that I can progress on to getting a texture palette.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't pull on me and cut yourself while at work. Oh, Rex! You underestimate me and my ability to cut
Oh
myself.
boy.
found her yet, but from what I heard, people in the neighbourhood are keeping an eye open. Oh, good. Hopefully she turns up soon.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it is.
Right.
Righto.
What am I doing?
What's happening with you, Curls? Because there's a lot been happening with me.
Great question.
Far too much is happening with me, to be honest.
Yeah, you're sort of eclipsing me in shit going on.
Yeah.
I kind of don't need to contribute.
That's fair. Also, next to me, Spook is playing literally cursed Halo mod. So there'll be lots of screaming and laughing and exclamations like piss gun happening.
Great. Great, good.
So look
Good,
forward to
good,
that
great.
in the stream.
Where?
I've been playing Cloud Gardens for like 3 days.
Oh. So mental health is on a high.
It's doing so well.
It's doing so good. It's so good.
Sure, it's 2 actually.
I've been alternating between playing Cloud Gardens and doing the Nier raids in Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh my god, Curls. At what point is it
So-
deemed self-care, you know? What's the difference between self-care and self-harm?
I don't know, man. I have enjoyed it immensely.
Okay, yeah.
The Nier raids are so much fun, but Cloud Gardens has got me in my feelings in a way that I didn't expect. I started playing it just as a chill game, because it's just make plant grow, but it has got me in my heart places.
Got it, we got him. I cut myself with a flat surface. That makes 2 of us, Rex.
Yeah, Blue has also done that.
I've also cut myself with a jar. A milk carton.
Yep. This is just in my presence.
Yeah, these are the ones that Curls has witnessed. A mop handle. The floor.
Yeah. We're not allowed to say stab it.
Sit here, I suppose.
Stab it.
We can't say it anymore.
Stab it.
It causes me physical pain.
It's just
I
too
tried.
funny.
No, did he?
I tried to explain that story to my brother for the first time this week, and I couldn't
You broke
tell it
down.
in a coherent way because I was laughing while I was telling. And
It's
the
just
reason
so
I was even
silly.
telling it is because he was opening a fresh carton of milk, and I started laughing. Which is a reference to something that Blue did.
Yeah. Why is my life an endless stream of his inconveniences?
Why, to quote the great Jacob Dwarfy, why is my life so clippable?
Oh, God. My life is a meme.
Oh, yeah. Well established.
Yeah. Ow, Jesus.
Blue, this is a topic that we can discuss that we haven't discussed already. Did you look at the UK Games Expo Awards
Oh my God,
shortlist?
fucking
I actually haven't, no.
There is not a single game I've ever heard of on there.
Hell yes, we love to see it.
Not a single one.
We love to see new things on the UK games list.
Yep.
I'm about to make a big financial decision.
Yikes. Good luck.
Currently painting the best miniature I've yet painted. Hell yes, I can't wait to see
Very
pictures.
good. Yeah, let me pop open this list.
Touch face.
There's a solo journaling game on here that I haven't heard of, which at this point is
Yes.
impressive, especially considering what it's called.
What is it called?
Be Like a Crow. It's about being a bird.
I want to be like a crow. I want to be a bird.
Yep.
15k loan. Oof. Oof.
Yike.
Rex. Yeah.
I feel that on the
Need to get to
the
top.
student front.
Oh, God, yeah.
Where's because they've got best board game, strategic, Euro style and American style. I don't know what the difference is.
I'm not sure what the difference is either, but I am at least aware that there is apparently a difference because of how
The
fans
Euro
like
style
things.
ones to me all look like tan.
Right,
So
okay.
maybe that's it. Let me see if I Google it, if it will tell me.
Gotta keep low.
I would just enjoy a game with huge detailed world that you can just fly through as a bird. Can I interest you in Pilot Simulator?
The thing is, I would also like that, and I also think that maybe I think somebody might have been making a VR game that does that, which is wild.
A Euro game, also sometimes called a German-style board game, is a class of tabletop games that generally have indirect player interaction and abstract physical components.
What?
Euro-style games emphasize strategy while downplaying luck and conflict.
Oh, okay. Strategy overload.
Which then begs the opposite, American style, then being high conflict, a lot of luck. I guess like Betrayal on the House of the Hill.
Yeah.
So let's see if Blue's even heard of any of these. Best board game, American style, top 3. Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window, which I'm assuming is based on Alfred Hitchcock movie. Northgard Uncharted Land.
Yeah, what's classified?
No, I guarantee you I won't have heard of any of these, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oathsworn Into the Deep Wood.
I haven't heard of Into the Deep Woods, but I actually recognise the name Oathsworn from UK Games Expo.
Sky Children of the Light gets the flying thing. That is true. Best board game, Euro style, Earth, which the box looks like Catan. Like the marketing department are clearly going that way.
Ah, right.
Hegemony, Lead Your Class to Victory.
Doesn't seem to like it.
Sure.
Which looks like... Oh no, it's a... Oh, interesting. And then Tiletum, which looks very cute.
Do you like cute games?
Oh, I did lie slightly. There is exactly one game on this entire many categoried shortlists that I have even heard of, because Best Board Game Strategic has the Frostpunk board game.
Oh, Frostpunk board game. There you go, Spook. That might be something to pick up this year at UK Games. It's apparently on one of the shortlists for an award.
Best strategic board game.
Best strategic board game, Frostpunk. Apparently.
To be honest, the entire Best Board Game Strategic may as well be a list, like, Spook's to buy list.
Spook literally said today when I was like, oh, did you see that I was trying to organise UK Games Expo in Discord? He was like, yeah. And then he literally said, I don't know what we'll buy this year. Maybe not as much as last year. Just like a few expansions.
Started budgeting it,
it's just like, God, no. God, last year it was the entirety of Catan.
Did you see that they've got a thing where you can... They've got a an area where you can deposit your purchases and they'll ship them to your house.
What?
No! Don't tell Spook!
No, don't! Actually don't!
No one tell him.
No,
I'm excited for the Deep Rock Galactic board game. That sounds good.
That also sounds good.
Oh,
sorry to hear that, Fox.
But Best Board Game Street, A Mass Battle for Resources on Planet XS. Sounds like a Spook game.
It does.
Also, New Eden.
What's that when it's at home?
Not the MMO. Board game. It's inspired by Jules Verne, I would assume Leagues Under the Sea. It is a New Eden is being built on the main. It is a post-apocalyptic city builder.
City builder, okay.
New Eden
I don't
lost
think I've ever played a city builder board game.
Hang on. Yeah.
His Minecraft skills have got to come into his Halo gameplay.
It's basically like the setting is like the world died because climate change, and now we're trying to build a New Eden under the water.
Ah, like Rapture.
Rapture vibes, yeah.
Rapture.
The New Eden lasts 3 rounds. Interesting.
They must be long rounds.
Oh, it's similar, like...
An XCOM board game that's super hard, that goes over multiple sessions. That
yes,
there is,
yes.
God, that sounds like a lot. I say that sounds like a lot. the Monster Hunter board
Let's try
game
again,
runs
yes.
over multiple sessions, so I'm now no longer foreign to board games that take multiple play sessions.
I still want to play the Betrayal Legacy one that is like a TTRPG.
I want to play Betrayal at Baldur's Gate, which is D&D themed. Betrayal at the House of the
I regret to tell you, New Eden sounds exactly like the kind of board game this book would like.
No!
I feel like New Eden. I feel like reading the description for this. I'm like, I think Spooks taught me all of these like mechanics in different board games. Like the phases of a turn. I'm like, that's from that game that Spooks made me play, and that's from this one.
Blender, I barely know her.
Blender.
Does anybody know the 3D printer?
Julia.
I can't say that I've ever got experiences with a 3D printer. I know that Elegoo Mars is a brand that I've seen thrown around on a lot of YouTube videos, so short of looking at YouTube videos about it, I can't really offer you much more than that.
That's how it goes. There is a category for best miniatures, I will tell some people in chat.
Yes!
Yeah, I get that, V. This lot are the only group I play board games with these days, and that's because they're all dweebs. You slowly filter out the not dweebs. But yeah, best role-playing game. That's the one that has Be Like a Crow. The other one's called Critical Foundation, which I have not heard of, but is an RPG adventure.
Yeah. I don't know what
it's
the
constructed like a
is for these awards, but every year there's always something new, so I assume that there has to be a sort of prerequisite of the game has to be reasonably recent.
Yeah, there's a time frame window, and there's also like there's different categories for like expansions.
Okay.
So or variants as well. Critical Foundation is constructed like a TV series, with each of the 9 episodes taking 30 minutes to play. That sounds fun.
That does sound fun.
Also, quick.
Yes, we like quick games.
Big fan. Yeah, the best role-playing game is Be Like a Crow, Critical Foundation, and Vermin 2047 Survival Kit. Oh. Which sounds like a post-apocalyptic one to me. Yep.
God, those dudes
we can always play online board games. This is true, Core, but it's much like playing online D&D. While you can do it,
it hits different.
It hits different. There is just something inherently different and good about physical, tactile games, and also, as much as we joke about being shut-ins, human interaction.
Yeah. I was gonna try Cyberpunk Red. Yeah, I've been curious about Cyberpunk Red as well. Especially because they remade it, didn't they, recently? They like revamped it to kind of be more in line with conventions that kind of were inspired by that in the first place. I can't find a description of Vermin 2047, but to me it looks like the Dead of Winter. It looks like Dead of Winter, but the RPG. Is this a correct assessment?
Currently playing high
on the rolls,
and it's not easy for me to follow both the stream and Hunted. That's fair. That is fair.
The character creation sheet alone is so in depth it makes my mouth water. You are our kind of people.
Yes.
We're like, if you can have a whole character creator campaign, we're in. The more in depth this character creator is, the more we're on board.
Like the Traveller. God, Spook discovered Spook discovered the Traveller roleplay RPG system, and then proceeded to get the entire friend group to make characters for it, and we haven't played a single game of it.
Yeah, we play the Traveller character creator like an RPG. I will say, best variant has a Catan variant in that I've never heard of.
A Catan variant? What?
Dawn of Humankind.
Screen black.
Which I'm assuming... I'm assuming is like a caveman. Yeah. You guide one branch of the human family to gather resources, migrate, and settle in new areas.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a complete remake of Settlers of the Stone Age. Which is an expansion I've heard of.
Oh.
Interesting.
Glad you've heard of it, 'cause I haven't.
Oh, no.
I'll link in chat the shortlist if anyone wants to go browsing.
Yes. So for those unaware, because we have a few people who might not be, UK Games Expo is basically the UK's largest board game convention. Obviously they do anything that is a board, TTRPGs, card games. There's loads of
there's
dice,
card games in there.
Dice, anything. Yeah. RPGs that are like little leaflets you can read through.
Oh yeah.
No.
That's the good stuff.
No. Watch when I reload.
Oh boy, things are happening.
They sure are.
But yes, I was interested when I saw it. When I saw it listed, because I was like, the fact that I haven't heard of any of them is good. It's good. I'm glad actually.
I picked up 30 grams.
Especially when I can find solo RPGs that I haven't heard of.
Yes. Yeah, when Spook was like, oh, I don't know what we'll buy this year, I was like, I feel like me and Curls are immediately going to go to, like, the back corridors where all the little...
Let me introduce you to where the indie people are who make weird settings.
Yeah, if you're at a convention like this, then don't go in the middle where all the big name brands are with their big, massive brews. You go to the outside with the little guy who just has a single table and it's one person who has hand-stapled their own booklet, and that booklet will be amazing.
Yes, this is a genuine recommendation. I can't, yeah. Especially, go to, when you walk into the convention, go to the immediate left wall or the immediate right wall. Whoever I've got the, cheap seat outsides, that's where you want to go.
That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff right there.
Yeah. We found some bangers. We sure did.
We sure did.
Also, even if they're not banger RPG systems, they'll probably sell really cute stickers. And that's collection in and of itself, as I discovered. I've already shown my player's handbook off on this stream before.
I think you probably have, but I was about to say, I had so much joy while I was emptying the office drawers for packing, because I found the sticker hoard. And some of them are just stickers that I've collected, and some of them are stickers that you gave me that you got from UK Games Expo, and I'm just sitting there just I've got so many stickers, and I haven't used them on anything, but I was just like, stickies.
I found a person at UK Games last year, year before, the last time we went, that was sold what's the badge that I got you that you have on your bag?
Werewolves are people too.
Werewolves are people too. Yeah, and I was like, this is for Blue, actually.
It's me.
Just gonna grab this.
Silent Red has officially endorsed furry expansion called The Fast and the Furriest, which is so good.
Quite good.
Legit need to see if there's Warhammer being played at it. Found some bangers. Oh yeah, I think last year they had one of those Warhammer, paint areas where basically people could turn up and be taught how to paint by somebody or just paint for the fun of it.
Yeah, if they bought a mini at the convention, you can just sit there and paint it.
It was very funny though, because the vibe in a lot of cases was the board game parents had bought their kid and it was like, here's something fun for you to do while dad goes shopping.
Yep. Oh, because this lady's a witch. Yeah, I met so many cool people who were so weird.
Yes.
And I loved them all, and they were all very patient with me.
Yeah.
And one of them gave me a book of cursed underwater. Well, I bought a book of cursed underwater D&D things, which has been very useful for me. Basically, if you guys can see on the camera, this entire cubby up here is all my D&D books and then just indie RPGs I bought from people.
You got work tomorrow.
And supplements and whatever else. I bought, 2 settings and 3 RPG systems last time we were there.
Yeah, my favourite purchase from last time was the Draconic Bestiary that I got.
Yes, the Draconic Bestiary was
It was
great.
legitimately the last one they had, so it was really just luck of the draw, and it was even the case of because it was towards the end, we were scrounging together of trying to pay for it because of oh, let's go. Thank you
Oh my god.
for subbing once more.
I can't believe I hadn't seen that.
Thank you very much, Ojala.
Cool, that is fantastic.
But yeah, I got a draconic bestiary that's sort of stylized like an in-world journal of somebody who has gone to an island that's just full of like different types of dragon, varying in species and size and all sorts of shapes. And it's great, and I love it. And I haven't even read through it all. I just open it and I'm just like, oh, it's so pretty and nice to look at.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dad.
Aww.
But yeah, I wish I'd run more of like I've run. I really hope that MacGuffin Company are there again, because the ones who made the settings book.
Yeah.
Because I want to be like, I ran Ghost Ship and I loved the shit out of it.
I'll be with you and I'll be like, I played it and I loved it.
I want to run more of them, but my friend group are all adults and thus busy. Oh man. Anyway.
Yeah, we're excited for Games Expo and it's in a month's time.
Yeah. I think that settings book won the award last year.
I think it did. Yeah, it was.
I seem to recall that.
No worries, thank you, Rex.
Odd Jobs, that's the name of the book.
Yes.
I keep forgetting.
We're just getting everything like a bit more neatly organised in terms of these UVs. Our back segments.
Right. I can't decide what I'm gonna work on today. It's already been in like an hour.
We just hyper focused on UK games for a while. It's fine. It happens.
Yeah. I do want to keep.
Ooh, what?
I do want to keep writing Thousand Year Vampire because I've been thinking about solo RPGs, but
it's
I also need to write a bunch of poetry.
Oh. I mean,
I also need to write much.
We've gone through this before loads of times, where if you don't do what you want to do, you just end up not doing it.
I don't know what I want to do.
You said you kind of wanted to do Thousand Year Vampire.
I like in principle, in that I think it would be good to work on it more.
Uh-huh.
Roll a d6. There is actually that many things I want to do that it would fit.
You're my favourite Brit! Ha! Get fuck kills.
Hey, fuck you. I like that you knew that one of them was D&D. I didn't say that.
We know. We're supposed to be having a session this week that a few days ago you didn't know we were going to have. We know that one of the things is D&D.
I got so much to work on for God. Okay, so what would be the... I hate that you guys know me is the thing.
Be perceived.
That's important. I don't actually have a d6 on me, hilariously.
I do, despite having packed most of my belongings at this point.
That's important. That's essential.
Exactly. Do you want it?
Give me one sec. I'm just writing it on paper so that I can't deny it to myself.
Well, the majority of stuff has gone, but I even like cleared off some of the stuff from my desk of don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, and I came to the dice box and I was like, I might need that.
Honestly, with you, it's actually a good bet.
Well, lo and behold, I need to
Lo
roll
and
dice.
behold, we need a dice. D&D's technically getting 2 categories because there's 2 different things I need to do. Am I doing the one you roll, or am I doing elimination? I'm doing the one you roll. Blue, roll the dice.
Well, you know how it goes. If you get a roll and you're not happy, then it's been eliminated.
Yep.
A 2.
Okay.
There you go then.
I've been putting this off, so it's probably good to do it when there's peer pressure.
I don't have a dice set anymore for D&D. Boo! That needs to be rectified.
I can't relate.
I can't relate at all.
I have too many. I simultaneously have too many and not enough. How is that possible?
Easily, because I am the same. I am exactly the same. I have so many dice, and when me and people were talking about UK games, I was like, I don't know, all I want from UK games is another set of dice, because that's all I ever want from UK games.
I should say, this is actually, you are the person that I was meant to ask about this, and I don't know if I did. Anyone in chat, shout out if you know a good place to get, like, pretty blocks of D6.
Pretty ones?
Just like kind of fancy, just like,
because I mean Warhammer shops specialize in that kind of thing because that's how they do damage.
Because basically,
before Das screams it at the top of their voice.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Das basically.
Yeah, Warhammer stores.
Because there is a Warhammer store near where I live, weirdly enough. Sorry, what did I miss? Where's a good place to get D6?
Warhammer
like a lot
stores.
of like cool D6.
Yeah. Also, you'll find that any of the standard like game shops that we go to whenever we go to Birmingham have actually always had D6 bricks, so Forbidden Planet and things like that.
They generally do.
They've always had that. I mean, UK Games will be an excellent place to look for a D6 brick. But yeah, loads of places.
Warhammer's good. It's because it is my dad's birthday and also Father's Day coming up. And my dad, when he goes away and also with his friends in general, plays a game called Liar's Dice.
Ah, I'm familiar with that one. I'm bad at it.
Yep, me too. Which operates entirely off of D6s, and he often has friends that he's playing with who don't have any dice. So he often, the other day, he asked me if he could borrow, he said to me, do you have any just like normal dice?
Normal dice?
I was like, oh yeah. He was like, Jesus, how many do you have? So I was thinking that for his birthday / Father's Day, because they're very close together, I would get together a cool box with a bunch of cool D6 in it so that he could just take that wherever he goes and have as many dice as he needs. Currently, some of my dice are Curl's DMs. Cheers.
Jimmy sent the links to 5 million dice shops. Well, one of the dice shops is actually called The Dice Shop. Thank you for the save.
Normal dice? Yeah, by that he means D6. He doesn't...
Yeah, just a D6.
He doesn't know.
I think that's what my family sort of think when they use the term normal dice. Is that, because they play like Yahtzee and stuff.
One time he needs to borrow a bunch and he was like raiding all our board games, like a Snakes and Ladders board and stuff like that. God. And I was like, no.
No.
Come to me. I literally pulled up. I was like, okay, hang on. I've got that box, but where's the? I have a little pouch of
big box?
No, I was like, I have a pouch of dice that I intend to like just give. Like when I play with people who don't have dice, I'm just like, you can just keep those.
Yeah.
I was like, have all the D6 out of here. Dad should recognize the dice shapes because he helped me paint them on my door. Best of luck, girls. Cheers. I know that D6 blocks are very common, so it was just in case anyone knew a cool place.
Yeah, it's because not just Warhammer, but I believe just war games in general as a genre,
it's very common.
Use the D6 system of just using a heck ton of D6s. Which is the top and which is the bottom? I think this might actually be the bottom because I think that's the ankle. is in fact the bomb.
I need to do some world building.
Ooh, always fun.
Yeah, you, Blue, are having problems with Discord censoring.
I mean, what? When I come to UK, I want to try to meet you if possible. Meet! It's time it with like a con or something, because that'd be the best chance. I'm probably not going to be able to go to Confuzzle this year because it's sold out of tickets. I've had a friend say that they're going to keep an ear to the ground in case any tickets come back for sale from like people that they know that can't go, but that's this year. But next year, I'm going to try better to go to Confuzzle. I didn't get a ticket this year because I was flustered about the house.
Doing my patented technique of watching a YouTube video with just the automatic subs.
I wasn't allowed to post my mini update initially due to explicit content. Yes, lewd marine. Ugh, my life, Das. Do you understand when trying to send an update of a bland grey model like that? The Discord is of course just like, lewd? Is lewd? And it's like, oh. And just this as well, it's like, no clothes detected. There's a lot of work in progress screenshots that literally have me just scrolling over it in right text of just like, it's not weed, you stoner. I'm going to disable it though, because it's much like everything else, it's like, when it's needed, it's appreciated.
It's very needed.
Arms lengths. Hands, arms, legs, feet.
Oh, that's interesting.
Our tools. And that cool. Let's do this one at a time. Toes can be a lot smaller than the entirety of the foot. All of them.
Sorry, I'm going to be silent for a minute while I think very hard.
Yes. We've had our first hour of talking.
And now I'm not going to speak anymore.
Everything, and now it's like.
Oh my god! I'm changing changing the whole course of the stream to talking again because I haven't shown stream that, have I?
Ooh,
which I have shown you.
Oh no, you have not.
I need to flex.
You gotta.
I simply must. Also, Das is here, and I haven't shown Das either.
Criminal.
I know.
Criminal.
So, things that can be easily established about me very quickly. I like fashion. I am a homosexual. I like to read. And it was very recently my birthday, so I bought, well, very recently, it was now 2 months ago. But at the time, I bought myself a present.
Yes.
Because there's a company that, I don't know how good they are, but I've been following for a really long time, called the Well-Read Company, that sell bags, like handbags. And I, for a long time, have been on the lookout for a new bag because I like to dress like a weird historical peasant who's in the wrong book. And all my bags are like ones I bought when I was 14 at New Look.
I can relate to that heavily.
Yep, so I wanted to get a new bag, and I saw that they released a line. They'd released a line around a certain book that I happen to love a lot, and I lost my goddamn mind. It is.
There it is.
By Madeline Miller. The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller.
Yes.
So the whole thing about Well-Read Company is all their handbags look like books. This looks very similar to an edition of Song of Achilles. Including like this logo. And at first I thought it was just matte red, like on the website when I bought it. But if you look very closely, you can actually see
it has texture.
It has these like gorgeous patterns. It has the spine, obviously. And on the back, it has my actual favorite quote from the book, actually. Here's half of my soul, as the poets say. Which I think is everyone's favorite quote from Song of Achilles, that's why it's on the handbag. But this is just exceedingly sick.
It is, it absolutely is.
It's maybe the coolest thing I own. Yeah, it's dope.
So
there's a lipstick in here already. That's how you know it's my handbag.
Yeah.
This is the large one, in case anyone goes looking. And it can hold my edition of Song of Achilles, even though it's absolutely covered in sticky tabs. So,
brilliant.
Yeah. This is what my edition of Song of Achilles looks like at the moment. Because I'm writing my thesis about it.
A thesis!
But I love it. And I've realised I've had it in a bag in the background for like 4 streams and I didn't show it off.
Sacrilege. Done us dirty.
Yeah. But yeah. Really, I was really surprised. I said this to Blue when I showed her this. I was really surprised that they made this because it's not really, you know, a lot of the books on there is like, you know, Shakespeare novels or like The Great Gatsby I nearly bought many times.
Yes, I imagine so.
But it's a lot of like classic books, you know. The Midsummer Night's Dream one is Chef's Kiss. I will probably end up with it at some point. But I saw this and I was like, oh, it's for me? It's for me. It's for me. And it like, I'm seeing it on the camera, it really looks like a book.
It does.
I was like, I don't know if it really looks like a book like the other ones do, but I'm looking at it on the camera and it really looks like a book.
It does.
I also like, this is the Modern Classics edition of it, which is really funny considering the Modern Classics edition came out like a year after it came out, which I think is a bit presumptuous, but it's also correct.
Yes.
But like, they look like complementary designs.
They do a bit, actually, yeah, the red and the blue.
Like, as well, like the very simplistic logo.
Yeah.
I don't know. If anything, this is a better cover because it has the Achilles helmet on it and like probably the most famous quote from the book.
Right.
Whereas this is something that's kind of related, and the quote on the back, which has currently got a sticky note on it, is from the second to last page of the book.
Okay, that's a wild decision to make.
Which is a choice. Also, a thing that isn't like the most relevant to the plot. Who knows? Anyway, I had to do that flex, sorry.
Hell yes.
I should probably link it because, again, can't necessarily, I don't know like the ethics of this company, but I do enjoy their stuff. Yeah, nice one, Norm.
Awesome.
Yeah, you take one look at that site and you know which ones I nearly bought. I nearly bought the Dracula one and I nearly bought the Gatsby one.
Still can't help but just shake my head a little bit about Dracula now that I've experienced it.
I need to get you to read more books. We should have a book club.
Yeah, we should, in all honesty, but like it would have to
I need to get you.
I need an audio book club because I have no time to read.
Oh yeah. I just want to get you to read all like a bunch of classic books that I've read and see what you think.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because like Dracula, I'm just like, I mean, I could see why people thought it was good at the time, but it's really not stood up very well.
It's not great.
It's not.
I need to get you. I need to, and you didn't love Great Gatsby either, did you?
No, but that was one of those ones where, again, it's slightly different though. Of that, I could appreciate that other people liked it. It was just not my kind of book.
Yeah.
Whereas Dracula itself, I was just like, in theory, this should be my kind of. In theory, this should be my kind of book, and it's really not. It's not good.
Love it. I love it so much. It's so stupid. I have to get you to read like Picture of Dorian Gray, which is just great. I genuinely think that book's great.
Well done.
And also I think a lot of people think that book's not about what it's about, which I think is fun. Yeah, books I would get you to read, probably Picture of Dorian Gray. I don't even know if I don't think I would get you to read Frankenstein. I think that would be mean.
Yeah. I have already listened to Alice.
Oh, Alice in Wonderland, yeah.
In
That's
Wonderland. That was another one, and
that's a fucking trip.
Yeah, sure was. It sure was. I've never actually been able to call a book bizarre before, but it actually was bizarre.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where I was listening to it and I was like, I can kind of see how they vaguely found a thread to make a movie out of, but my god, they had to try.
Yeah, they had to work.
My goodness.
I have read Alice in Wonderland twice because I forgot I had read it. And I can't concretely say that I fully could tell you what happens.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I've read through The Looking Glass. I don't remember any of it.
Kind of the same, in all honesty.
It's bizarre. And I'm sorry, Nemo, if you're lurking, because I know it is the love of your life. And I don't get me wrong, it was good.
Yeah.
But it's just a trip.
It's bizarre.
Yeah, if anyone wants Rex on like classical, like older books, I'm here.
Yep, Kelsey's the one.
But yeah, Picture of Dorian Gray. I had one in my head and then it's gone. Same brain does. Dorian Gray. I have come around on Wuthering Heights, but I don't know if I'd recommend it to other people. Why am I forgetting everything I've ever read? Honestly, I would get people to read The Odyssey. I know that's not shocking, probably to you guys, but like, I actively wouldn't recommend people reading a translation of the Iliad.
Right. Okay.
That would not be interesting. But if you got a good translation of the Odyssey, that would actually be interesting.
Okay.
Because the Odyssey does actually have like a plot that makes sense. Okay. Because
I will say, I have actually already looked on Audible at Odyssey audiobooks purely because I know you enjoy it so much. So I was like, I might try listening to this one of the day. Let's see what they've got. So they've got a couple of different ones on there. So, but that was about as far as I got. But I was like, I'll get this one then.
And again, life hacks for people. If it's an old enough book, the audiobook's on YouTube for free.
That's true. There's a handful on
just available.
Audible which are free. Obviously, Audible itself is not free,
Yes.
But much like Amazon Prime and Prime movies, there are some movies where even though you have Amazon Prime, you still have to pay for them, but there are some movies that are free. Audible is actually the same. You get your credit every month to get an audiobook, but there are some audiobooks on there that are actually free, and it tends to be the old ones.
Yep. Anything that's in public domain will generally be free on things like Audible, or you can find people doing them on YouTube or on Twitch, weirdly.
Yeah.
Project Gutenberg has got publicly available audiobooks, and they're trying to make the kind of infinite project of Project Gutenberg is that they're trying to make anything in public domain accessible. Audiobooks are much more effective for me for some reason. The info is to stay in my head way longer. That's exactly the same as Blue.
Yep.
Slow reader, so audiobooks really help. Same as Blue.
Maybe
I
it's
can't.
ADHD.
Yeah, I can't listen to audiobooks. I can't pay attention to them unless I have the audio and I'm looking at it in text. That's actually the best way. If you want me to remember a book, that's the best way, is to have someone reading it to me, but I'm also reading it.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre.
See, I inhale audiobooks. I have like an audiobook. This is the reason I got Audible. Is one of the few things that I have that I regularly pay for. Because I do use it and I inhale them and I listen to them repeatedly. I will listen, like there are segments of books that I actually have got memorized purely because I have listened to the audiobook probably about 6 times. It's one of the reasons that I can quote Discworld so well. It's because I listen to Discworld on repeat over and over and over again. Because spoilers, if you can tell from like me having music and things like that and when I'm streaming, is that I generally am not a huge fan of silence.
Oh yeah, and also the human brain is designed to remember. So like the only poetry I can remember is spoken poetry, is spoken word poetry. Because the human brain is wired that way. You're meant to remember things that you hear. Like we're based on kind of, orally told storytelling. Learning to read is not an innate human instinct.
Yes.
So like it makes a lot of sense if you, for example, like by you I mean anyone, if you read something and it doesn't stick in your brain because that's not innate human wiring.
Mm-hmm.
We were designed to hear, to tell, well not hear, but be communicated to person.
Yeah, as I said before, talking about like socializing and stuff. At the end of the day, humans generally are naturally sociable creatures. We like living in groups. It's one of the reasons we evolved to be so successful, is because we work together and live in groups.
I've been thinking about it while we've been having this conversation. I hate to keep saying Picture of Dorian Gray, but it's just like, it's so readable.
Yeah.
And also it's gay, so I always want people to read it.
It's always good. I mean, I again, on your wholly on your recommendation of I knew it was your favorite book, I picked up Cersei and I loved it.
Yes.
Cersei
I'm
is
thinking
one
of
I've listened to like 5 times.
Yeah, well, that's what I have a tattoo of Cersei. I love it. Gay reading is best reading. Oh boy, do I have gay reading recommendations any day. But
Curls, we need to get. Do I have to make you a channel in my Discord that is Curls Book Club?
I mean, if you want, if people need to message me and get recs, I'm trying to think of classical recs for Das.
V wants it. V wants Curls Book Club.
Yeah, sure, then do it. I'll mute that one.
I'll make a Discord channel in the Discord for Curls Book Club.
I'll put like, this is what you give me and this is what I'll give you. Like, give me, I don't know, a tone, an era, and something else you like. Picture of Dorian Gray. I mean, I don't want to say The Odyssey as well. Why am I forgetting every piece of literature I've ever read? I have to pull up my own story graph.
There we go.
No, do you know what you should read, Das, if you haven't fucking read it? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Ah.
That's an extremely short read, eh?
There you go, Curls. You have a channel in my Discord, which is Curls Book Club.
Yep. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly type something in there to be like, hey.
If you want to join my Discord, you too can subscribe to Kel's Book Club.
Damn it. It's very good taste. That's just a patent lie. Whoops,
What
I didn't
are
mean to
we
send
not
that.
talking about?
Yeah, but no one said anything about my taste.
I don't know, romance, fantasy, gay? I'd call that good taste. There you go, she's gone now. She's gone. The frantic typing.
Yeah, I'm just setting out some ground rules so that I don't just get like a wreck me something. It's like based on what knowledge?
Yeah, you're making a rules post for your channel essentially.
Basically, yeah.
Kels now has her own channel. It's just for books. I love this. Again, for any new people who maybe don't tune in as often, Kels is always here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, provided that her dissertation is not getting in the way.
Yep. Yeah, and also this is books is my thing. Is what I do.
Yeah, the whole premise of it's very funny. Before I had a weekly stream schedule of doing something nearly every day, I would stream just once a week, and that once a week stream would be it was dubbed Tuesday Art, but it was meant to be Tuesday Creative Nights, because the idea was I would draw something and Kels would write something. And then
That's in theory still the idea of this.
In theory, I've now branched out into a lot more 3D work these days.
I meant to be using this as my writing time.
We're somewhat on topic though.
Yeah, we're surprisingly on topic this time. Yeah. What do I need to know?
You can view Fluff's 2D art on Twitter. My 3D art sometimes goes on there as well, just not as much, because 3D art takes longer to make. A lot longer to make. Claws there, and claws there. Have some water. Remember to hydrate, guys. We've been talking a lot tonight.
Oh shit. That's hands, beans, claws, Mars, paws. So you like that, huh? Wing membranes and inside the mouth is probably all it's needed at this point. Drop a save. Like the good kitties. Will that do? Will I be able to do that? Yeah, I can always add to it. There you go.
You don't have to take it too seriously.
I do, though. This is the thing, it's, my reputation's on the line here.
I feel like you need another post which is just like general good books I think everybody should read.
Oh, yeah. Blanket Rex.
Blanket recommendation, Cersei.
Classical. hate that I'm having to sign into my own story graph to remember what I've read.
This is it now. This is it.
Show me all the things I've ever read. Thank you.
Kel's been given a task and she must cyberfocus. Yep, that is in fact how it works.
Technically classic? No. Oh god, that technically would be, huh? Time is passing!
She's going through it now.
Why do all of these start with the?
First I was going to like overlay these membranes on top of each other, but I think I probably won't now. I think I'm just going to let them be separate.
Whoops. Oh, just add to that.
Oh. Have a good night, folks, and thank you for coming to the stream. Still recommend the Brain Ship series. Not the most groundbreaking books, but they are a fun read. I'm afraid I don't recognise the name. Also, I don't think your name was said, Rex. You probably misheard something. Oh, because we were talking about book Rex, as in book recommendations. Looking at the moment.
Is that how you spell his name? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Slowly but surely getting there.
Oh, I mean...
Time for bed. Saying. Just sit there yawning your head off and then get mad at me when I say, is it time for bed? It's like, fuck. I would have thought after today you would have been doubly tired.
I am.
Why are you still awake?
That's like a precious few hours.
Yeah, sounds about right, Carl.
Blue, what other books do I not shut up about?
I mean, aside from the ones that we've already mentioned today, of like Cersei,
yeah,
and all of the usual ones. Certainly I've forgotten every book as well.
Okay, that'll do then.
Maybe one day we could talk while you stream. I will say that generally, streaming is generally close to just my close friends.
Yeah.
Especially Tuesdays. Tuesdays is me and Curl's time because we don't get to hang out. Ship that sang the city that fought and the ship who weren't.
I really didn't pay attention to anything other than that.
Blanket Rex, if I'm in thesis hell, is classical. Picture of the Dorian Gay, yep, sure.
Dorian Gay.
He sure is. We've made that
he
joke
sure
before.
is.
We've made this joke on stream already.
Yeah,
so.
these are my blanket recommendations. You can pick any of these up and I'll stand by it.
Great Gatsby, Bloody Chamber, and other stories. Cersei, I will agree with Cersei. Song of Achilles, I need to get.
There's 2 Madeline Miller books.
I love Cersei, so I really need to listen to Song of Achilles.
Read Song of Achilles if you want to cry the whole time.
The Time War, I also need to read because
this is how you lose the Time War. It's really short. It's like that big.
It's a little book. And it's apparently and it's a pair of us coded.
Oh yeah,
It's red and blue. Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe.
Amazing, also gay. I've got to say there is one book on that whole list that isn't gay.
Yep.
One. Uno.
Your task, chat, is to read them all and find out which one.
To be fair, the Bloody Chamber is technically a short story collection, so there might be other stories in there that aren't gay. I think there's at least one that is.
Right. So you're saying that none of these are not gay, actually?
No. The Monsters We Deserve. It's the Monsters We Deserve. It's not gay. They're all gay in secret. To be fair, the Monsters We Deserve might be gay. It's just not relevant to the existential crisis at the heart of it.
That's fair.
As always, with anything to do with me, if you have triggers that you're worried about, please look them up before you read them. Storygraph is great. It will tell you if it has been marked to have certain triggers, but I have a bad grasp.
Yeah. Curls is rather desensitized to a lot of things that other people may find triggering.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay, wait, I need to add one more.
There it is.
Oh, I need to also add... Oh, god damn it. Why have you done this to me?
When the witch is not available, I appear like a lizard from under a rock.
I should say, there could be a whole other category here for Greek myth-related books. The fact that I've only got 2 on here is a miracle.
If you couldn't tell from the talk about Cersei and the fact that she showed us her book and is writing her dissertation on it, it's kind of Curls a specialist subject.
It's literally my academic specialist. Oh my god. There we go. I put some like pretty accessible poetry collections on there as well.
Ah, your other specialist subject.
That's just my personal likes. Anyway, what the fuck was I doing?
I believe the dice roll was that you were going to do 1000-Year Vampire.
Oh no, the dice roll was that I was doing this D&D thing.
Oh, right.
My list was actually longer than the one that Das put in chat.
Oh, you made your own list, right?
Yes, I did.
There's the wing stuff, which leaves all the mouth stuff.
The YouTube auto captions on this video couldn't work out the word tiefling, so called it tea flings, as in tea the drink and flings as in to throw something.
Yep. Fantastic.
Tiefling is my new D&D character. Gnome artificer.
What are you? You are lips. No, you're the ice round.
Okay, that's useful. All attacks are based around them brewing tea in the middle of combat. It's like oh, it's not how that works, but in my head it did.
What, the drunken master monk? That was one of my
No, that was very funny.
Drunken master monk.
I was thinking about antiquarians from Darkest Dungeon for some reason.
Oh, I haven't played that game, so.
What a good fucking game. I think about Darkest Dungeon often.
You know that somebody actually must have reskinned a drunken master as somebody who like just drinks tea.
Oh, for sure.
Oh no. A drunken master that drinks tea? That's just Uncle Iroh.
I mean, yeah, it is actually.
That's just Uncle Iroh.
This straight up is. Also, we need to watch Mod 2020.
Yep. We know this. It's a given. I think at this point it's assumed.
Oh, it'd be really helpful if I could trade. Oh, I can trace it. I have the original.
Oh.
I always forget. That's not it.
What are you? What are you?
Who are you?
Unfortunately, you're the crotch.
Someone has to be.
There has to be, yep. That is the nature of
Is
things.
it not in this folder? Is my original world map not in this folder? If not, then where is it?
Right, so in theory,
Somebody's got to do it.
all of these are my teeth.
Your tieflings?
No fling, just the teeth. Teeth.
I have a scan of the map, so I could just use that. Oh my god, I forgot about this monstrosity. This is a map, not the one I was looking for though.
Yep, them's teeth.
This crazy nonsense.
Oh my god, what is that?
That's Dragonhorn, baby.
Yo!
This is the original Dragonhorn map. It's huge.
Oh wow, it can kind of make it out. It's a bit hard to see on camera.
Oh yeah, I'm just...
Because obviously the white just
But,
comes
like...
across. Oh, there you go. Hey! I do actually kind of recognise it. Oh my
there's a bit
gosh.
you would recognise, because this is Dragonhorn when it's not as ruined. Oh yeah, you would know this part up here. That's the massive tower that's ruined where the big crystal is.
Oh yeah, yeah. I vaguely recognise it. Also, yo, the artwork. Nice, Naren. That looks great. I love it. I love the little dragon in the sky, especially.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah, we love it.
I've been getting the drawing itch recently, which I haven't had since I was like 14. So I'll have to do some sketching. Yeah, also Drawfee.
That's fair, actually.
Oh my god. Anyone in chat watch the Drawfee episode from today?
No. I knew it was too much to hope that this was already organised by Jewel. And other things that I say.
We have to move on. We simply must. Not yet. What's Drawfee? You must be new here.
Stumbles, you must have seen... We must have at least put a Drawfee on while you've been around.
That's V. That's not Stungles. What are you on?
I saw the green when I saw Gelatinous Friends say not yet. I don't
No,
know why.
Naren watches Drawfee.
I did what Spook did last week, where he saw the colour and just assumed it was somebody else. You guys need to coordinate your colours better.
There can only be one per colour.
There's enough
No,
colours.
They finally got Deep Blue ink on Drawfee to end the a-million-year beef between Jacob and Deep Blue ink.
Oh no.
But they drew the Deep Blue inks from the UK.
Yeah.
So he gave them names of villages from the UK.
Spook thought Stanji was me, and this time you thought Naren was Stanji. Yes, Spook thought that Stanji was you because he thought your colour should be green, and I thought Naren was Stanji because I saw that they were green, and I was like, well, Stanji's green. And I don't know why Stanji is green, because green is not Stanji's favourite colour.
I'm surprised, I'm always red.
What colour could I possibly be?
Yeah, exactly. I realised, by the way, Blue, that your name in sign language is Piss Easy.
Oh, great!
Because it's just you can just do the colour blue.
Ah, of course.
Which has a set sign. I can't remember it right now. Let me pull up.
Oh wow, that's a random memory unlocked. One time when I was working UK Games Expo, a couple of people came over to chat, and it was like a quiet time so we could chat. And one of them was teaching the other sign language, but for like half the conversation, it wasn't like communicated to me that like they could speak, but because they were teaching the other person sign language, they were only talking in sign language. But I was like kind of semi-interpreting as well. I was sort of like, oh, that means that, and that means that, and then it was only sort of towards the end of the conversation that they turned to me and they were like, you did pretty good, and I was like, you can speak?
Yeah. Obviously, so for people who don't know, there is a thing called sign names, which have to be given to you by someone who is deaf. So this is not this. This is literally just the sign for the colour blue, which would be used to refer to blue, which is this. That means blue. Just do little circles on the top of your hand.
That is adorable. I love it. Also, take a shot. I'm literally at the last hurdle of the last thing on the UV map. Found an error in the mesh, and I'm just like, it's fine.
I've just now discovered from my dictionary there is actually a sign for the word curls, which is just this.
Aww. That is cute.
So it would be
with a teeny tiny error, which is here.
I'm very slowly learning BSL. Very slowly.
This
It is just as hard, if not harder, to learn than any other language. I don't understand, like when I've tried to learn any other language, I don't understand its sentence structure, but I understand quite a lot of vocabulary.
Right, okay.
Because BSL, like again, any language, any spoken language, has grammatical rules for like what order you do signs in.
Yeah, it was only a few years ago that I even realised that sign language was not universal, and there's many types. There's different types of sign language for different countries. Because I thought sign language would have been a great thing.
Everyone just agreed.
Yeah, I thought sign language would have been the perfect thing for everybody to just be like, it's just the same, and it's not.
Yeah. Night spook.
Not you, Carls.
You'll never get me to shut up. As much as you may wish to. You say that like you don't also share a brain cell with me.
I saw a comic on Twitter today which made me laugh so hard because it was just someone going, "Achoo!" and then they look at their hand and there's a tiny blob of green on it and they go, "No, my last brain cell!" Made me laugh very hard.
But yeah, I know like some weird pieces of ASL, and then I've been actively trying to learn BSL. If you show me the Australian shit, I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah.
Some ASL I understand, and then yeah, BSL is the one I'm learning for obvious reasons. It's the British one.
Yeah. So as has been established, I believe that with the British one we have a lot more symbols for words, whereas I believe American Sign Language is a lot more just signing each individual letter.
It's the other way around.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. And also BSL has a lot more to do with, so you are kind of right as well in that BSL does have a lot less individual words because it relies a lot of context.
Okay.
So like, what's a good example? There are a lot of words where the sign is the same, but what facial expression you're making contributes to it, or just like what you're talking about. Like, you're not going to be meaning this other thing because why would you combine those two things, you know? I'm trying to think of a good example. Opens my BSL app. I'm learning it from Bright BSL, if anyone else wants to learn BSL for free. Let's just open some useful signs.
Why does this not want to do what I want?
Yeah, nodding or shaking your head can change the meaning of a sentence.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so, okay, this is actually a good example. So this is the sign for nice.
Mm-hmm.
This is the sign for not nice.
Oh, okay.
In ASL, those would be either different signs, or they would use, like, one hand to mean nice and one hand to mean not.
Okay.
There are some really funny signs in BSL as well. There's
Australian sign language is basically
it's the same as
English, just put upside down.
That's very funny. But BSL I found is kind of, I don't know, it's got the same sort of like, it's very distinctly British in a way I can't articulate.
I mean, that's why it's BSL, it's British Sign Language, it's not ASL.
It's very British though.
Which is I was about to comment what Core just said, because it was so funny to me that Core said Australian ASL and English ASL, because it's like, you basically just got English American Sign Language, which is not the thing, it's American Sign Language and British Sign Language.
Oh, yeah, and also there's no way in BSL there's no, like, question mark. It's all to do with, like, so, like, you hungry is a statement. You hungry is a question.
Yeah.
It's also just kind of to do with tone. You have to get tone in your hand signs. I know, but that would have ruined the joke. I get it.
Fair.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm just looking
something up because I'm having a bit of an issue.
Yeah, no worries. I've learned 149 individual signs. Whether I remember them all, a different question.
Sadie. Big wows.
But yeah, I don't know why, whenever I'm working on a big academic project, I try and learn a language. Last time it was Italian.
This is true, actually, yes.
Yeah.
We did witness that.
I just don't know.
Is so active.
Just not right.
Yeah. Why are you screaming?
At least...
Literally, Dad has gone to bed and you're like, no, Dad has left me alone. He doesn't
I have been abandoned. Me and my brother have invented something called the Gatto toll. Where every time Matilda likes sleeping on this one sofa in our like dining room that you have to walk past to get into our kitchen. And the Gatto toll is that you must pet her on her little head as you go past. But it's like we're getting the impression that Tilly's getting really annoyed with it.
Aww.
Because we keep being like, pet, pet, go out, get water, come back, pet, pet. But she's like asleep.
The cheese tax, the cheese tax.
Oh my god, I think about that song every time I open the fucking fridge.
Gotta pay the tax.
Every time I look over the fridge door and I see Phoebe, that song starts. In school I was supposed to learn French. I don't know if it's a language, but god, did I not find it comprehensible. I did German for 5 years. And the only German I can understand is what I can vaguely understand what people are saying in the chat of the FF server that we're on.
Yes.
Useful skills. French I also couldn't. My school did that thing that a lot of British schools do, where for the first 2 years you do all 3, and then you pick one.
No, my school was very different. It was literally. Even before we started language, just in general, each year had 2 classes, and we had a house system in our school. So the year would be split in half. Of one half would do this one, and the other half would do this one. So I was in the half that did German, and the other half did French.
Mm. Oh, we did it for the first 2 years of secondary. Rex.
Bye, Rex.
90% of the German I know I learned from Nightcrawler. Why is that true though?
Thank you for the little bits.
My German accent in German is mostly informed by Liam O'Brien's Nightcrawler.
Yep.
And
Caleb.
Who is not German. And Caleb. Nowadays Caleb, yeah. Not when I was learning German. But yeah, we had it where for the first 2 years you did per term you did a language. So you ended up doing 2 terms of French, 2 terms of German, 2 terms of Spanish. And then you got to options and you could carry one on. And we were basically peer pressured into taking one.
Yes.
So I know in a lot of schools around me you had to take a language. I didn't especially want to, but I needed to for various reasons. So I picked up German because it was the least incomprehensible to me. French and Spanish did not stick in my brain at all. German didn't, but it did slightly more. I don't have a brain for languages. I really don't. My brother can speak many languages. He really does. But I didn't get that. I didn't get that brain. My brother picked up a language initially. My brother could pick up a language from people speaking to him in it.
Oh, okay.
It's how? Why can't I find any of the things that I need, Blue? Answer me.
I don't know. I can't understand why the command that I'm using to separate these is not working.
But yeah, it's ended up with a situation in which I can understand some words in several languages. Like, can I speak them? No. Can I write them? No. Can I read them? Some words. Oh, it's bizarre. Uh-oh, where would I have put this? Oh, thank God. Yeah. VA, yeah, that. Yeah, that was the thing with German that killed me in the end, is that I could kind of understand the words and like how the words were formed and such, but I just could not get my head around the grammar structure and which words went where. So I would be able to say a sentence like, if you replaced the words from English into German, like it would be technically like
right.
understandable, but it wasn't correct in German. After 12 years of school, I still struggle sometimes. Yeah, it's... languages, man.
Oof.
Kudos to people who fluently speak more than one language.
Mm-hmm.
You are the MVPs. Interesting.
Okay. Oh, this is so frustrating. This is such a tiny thing and it's taking so long to rectify.
It's always going to be that. It's always going to be that one. Man. Not to give away what I'm looking at, but fucking people who make fantasy maps love to make big circular cities, huh?
Yeah.
How often are cities perfectly circular in real life?
Yeah. I myself made one that was circular, mainly because I was literally stealing Da Vinci's Reach from Guild Wars.
Oh yeah.
I literally just stole that and plonked it in my game, but I just like split it up a bit into different areas.
I'm literally looking at a map right now that looks exactly like Divinity's Reach from Guild Wars. That's a bit better. Just looking for ints, but I'm not even like... See you, V.
Bye, V!
That's the Elden Ring map. You can't fool me.
Thank you for coming. I hope that your cat turns up very soon.
Yeah, me too. See, I like these ones where it's like a... like you can see that the city has been designed a certain way and then the city kept expanding.
Yeah.
Like Meganhold, the map I found for Meganhold is like that. Because I think that's just more realistic. It's like, yeah, sure, you can have a perfectly round city, but eventually you're going to run out of space in your nice design and people are just going to start making houses outside.
Yeah.
I also just really love, there's like a couple of like fantasy castles in like TVs or movies that are just like, or not castles, sorry, it's like cities. So like from Merlin, Camelot from Merlin.
Mm-hmm.
That one, just I always want to make things look like that because I just think it's sick. Is it Camelot? Yeah. One day I'm going to visit that castle. Because it's very sick and cool. And then obviously, Care Paravel. A thing that lives rent-free in my brain. If you look at, to be honest, if you look at any rendition of Care Paravel, you'll be like, oh, that's where like 90% of your cities come from. Once a Narnia kid, always a Narnia kid. You're gonna get pencil ASMR now, chat.
This is a step in the right direction, but it's still not fully what I want. Also, hello, Sadie.
Sadie's here to make all your problems worse. Mother, I require attention. I know you're going through something right now, but I require attention. He's between 60 and 70% done. Nice. Oh, did I end up swapping those? Whoops. Oh well. Good night, Das.
Good night, bud.
I always forget I have this 101 story question things. I should just post these in the OCard channel. I should just post a random one every now and again. Oh, some of these are world building, actually. I might use some of these right now. You're telling me Google's auto roller doesn't have a D100?
Bullshit.
9. Just rolling 2d10.
Yeah,
That'll do it.
2d10s, I guess.
Not relevant. Do you know what's also useful for this? World anvil. I always forget my world anvil is set to my just a date that I consider like a neutral date.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that's not the current day. It's like kind of it is. It's like it's just after the beginning of VRChat. It's just a useful date. To be like what I consider the present, right?
Right.
Anything before that's the past, anything that happens after that is the future. Every time I go on World Anvil, it feels like they've changed the interface again.
I mean, they probably have, but for me, that's because I haven't been on World Anvil for probably a year, which is ironic considering at one point I had a subscription to it.
Yeah, I love World Anvil. I need to use it more.
Same. I think that's always my feeling about World Anvil. It is a great way to organise everything. Because it's made by people who do actively, like, make
who know
universes.
Who are in the space.
They are writers and RPG players. And they know what people kind of want, to be honest.
Yep.
And the only reason that I don't really use it is because of laziness, honestly.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I happen to know, that when you make a article on World Anvil, it has the suggested questions, and I was like, this would actually be useful for structuring my world building.
Battling the camera again. Where are we? We're not in the right place, that's for sure.
We're now entering the we're very much in the quiet part of the stream.
Yes, the last hour especially.
The final push. as we finally actually concentrate on what we're doing.
Yep. It always takes us a while, but we get
It takes about 2 hours for us to be able to concentrate on something.
You know, we just have to burn through all of our conversation, and then towards the end,
and then when we get bored, we're like, huh, maybe we should concentrate on something.
I like to think I was concentrating for most of the stream today, honestly.
Well, that's because I was talking too much.
I've just ground to a halt in the last sort of like half hour because of this one error which I'm struggling to fix. I mean, I got all of the UV sort of like sorted into their appropriate areas. Oh, I now have to take all of these and condense them into this square. But now they're sort of organised in a way that I visually roughly know which area is which, rather than the auto unwrap, which had just put them wherever they fit. Whereas now I'm like, well, this is all of our face area, this is the back of the head, hair and horns and ears are all up here. This is all of the legs, this is all of the arms and the hands, this is all of the wing segments, and this is our front and back of the body, and this is the tail. I just now have to sandwich all of that into this singular square. However, I have been ground to a halt by, hilariously, our teeth that we normally love so much, because these two teeth have been merged together during our mirroring process, and I'm trying so hard to unstitch them so that they look like the bottom. The bottom ones had done that, and I managed to somehow fix it. And the technique that I used to fix it, I'm now trying to use on these, and now it's not working, so it is very much 10% luck.
New solution.
Just a luck as to whatever random things I'm trying to get it to work.
Right.
It's literally the teeth are the last things down here that I need to unwrap, because you would think looking at this that is one row of teeth, and that's the other row of teeth, except when you select them, that is not the case.
Nope.
So I would like to make it so that it is the case. But before I do that, fix this.
I've got to merge these fucking teeth.
I've got to unmerge these fucking teeth, and they don't want to do it, despite my best efforts. And now I'm irritated by it because I'm like, I'm so close to getting the UVs done in one sitting tonight, and this has literally made it not the case.
Yep.
Now the camera's fucking up.
Have you still got dice on you, Blue?
Yes.
Can you roll me 2d20?
2d20s.
We'll roll a d20
7?
twice. Yep.
And a 6. Very close to one another.
Okay. Roll it one more time, actually.
Ooh, one more.
I've done that already.
Once more with feeling. 17.
Makes sense. Cool.
What do you mean, makes sense?
Makes sense.
Oh. Oh, good for them.
Discovered an album today and I absolutely fucking love it. I'm just listening to it over and over again.
Nice. I'm in a Discord for an avatar creator. It's literally only for one. I use a couple of avatars now, and mostly I don't use Discords because I'm in too many as it is, but I did join one.
Amen.
Basically, they put out a thing to be like, hey, if you join my Discord and you go through this process to confirm that you bought an avatar, you might sometimes get free stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, I love free stuff.
We love free stuff here.
And they just sent out a little notification to be like, holy shit, guys, in total I've like earned this amount from selling avatars and assets and things, so thank you so much. And I'm like, good for them, they make good stuff.
Good for them.
That's why I bought
good,
a thing.
Good for her.
That's why I bought a thing from them. Oh god, I thought you moved. Shit, when did that
I'm
happen?
so bad at the part of D&D where you have to think with common sense.
Yeah.
Give me fantasy logic any day. The moment I'm like, realistically, this needs how many entrances?
Ugh. No, my immersion in my fantasy game.
Yeah, right. But like, the thing is as well, the only one holding myself to that standard is me. I'm like, if it doesn't feel authentic, what do I have? That's what I get for going for like a, I don't know, that kind of vibe. I should have gone for like absurdist nonsense.
See, this is split, but not in the way I want. So now I'm just like, join back together. It's not how I wanted you to do that.
Oh, right, yeah. So that would probably be what here? There's really no prizes on guessing what I'm doing.
Same again. I could have sworn it was one of these, but evidently it wasn't. That doesn't look correct either. Oh, my head gets angry at itself when stuff like this happens. And it's like, you literally just did this. Do it again. And it's like, no. Don't remember.
Yeah, but that's hardly your fault, is it?
Don't remember, even though I just did it. Don't remember what it was.
You were fucking around and finding out. You weren't trying to remember it. Why does that look right to me, but that doesn't?
Hello, child. I heard you scampering. Oh, I see.
She has the zoomies and it's time to scream.
Ah. This is so untidy, but this can kind of work. Being failed. It's probably the most untidy way to do that.
Dark Souls rules. A win is a win, even if the boss glitches. Do you know how often that rule has helped in my life? And how many times I talk about it? I feel like every time I'm in a stream chat at some point I mention Dark Souls rule. A win is a win, no matter how you got it. Oh, bitch, I forgot about my own world building. That means I need to plan that now. Oh, I've forgotten all the things I've said. I just think it's not fair that when I say something, it's not permanently embedded in my memory banks.
Yep. I literally just said how I get angry when it's like, you just did something, do it again. No, I forgot how.
I forget.
I forget, I don't know what it is I just did.
At least this one is something I probably said years ago.
In which case, it's probably been forgotten.
And not when your players take notes.
Well, then it's a communal game, and you just be like, hey, I don't suppose anybody wrote down whether I said this or not.
Yeah, but you got so many notes. There's no way.
Well, then you've just contradicted yourself. You've literally just said, I can't declare this because someone will have written it down, and I'm like, okay, well, ask us, and you'll be like, no, you'll never be able to find it. And it's like, well, what? Well, then just make it up then.
It's gonna be sod's law that one of you finds it. It's like, I should go through all my notes in preparation for this thing. Oh yeah, what was this?
I mean, I can't. I'll say for a fact that I probably can't go through all my notes because some of them have now been packed.
Oh, that is true.
I am sad to say, because obviously
I'm safe.
Yeah, you know. I suppose that is something that is both a blessing and a curse, which is that technically you have access. Technically, you have access to my digital notes. So if you know, if you know roughly where and when the information may have came up, you could look for it that way. But other than that, no good.
Also, in the back of my mind, I think I wouldn't have said it to Tala.
Right. In which case,
which means you wouldn't have written it down.
Yeah, I do have the habit of like if something doesn't explicitly relate to me, or
it couldn't be less to do with dollar actually.
Yeah, sometimes I will like note stuff down if it's very important, but I do try to be like to help with not metagaming. If it's very much a situation of like, well, Tala's not there and doesn't know this, I won't write it down unless it is something important of like, oh, everybody needs to know this.
Thank you, cool. Yeah, it's fine. I'm literally gonna make shit up instead.
It's almost as if that's the entire game.
That's how I do everything in the world.
Okay. Got there, eventually.
Yay.
It's probably no longer symmetrical anymore, but that's fine because I think it's such a
no one will know.
It's such a small detail, it probably won't be noticed.
And besides, whose teeth are perfectly even?
That's true.
In this economy. Making shit up. You can't do that. That's illegal. What am I looking for? I just became stupid for a second. Gloria. Oh right, I have a folder for this. Helpful note past me. It's not helpful. What would be? Oh, obviously. Well, that would be funny, actually.
Okay.
We've got an okay chat.
been given
Make progress.
Yeah. So I am aware of the time before anyone calls it out, but we did technically start late.
Oh yeah, I'm good to keep going for a little bit more. Is that a dog?
Papa?
Please hold. There is a puppy here.
Yes.
Move that before you ruin it. Come here. Why are you going that way? That's where the oh, she's tired.
Aww, she's sleepy.
Are you sleepy, baby? I'm tired.
Hello, child.
Yeah.
Hello, baby.
She's brought her teddy to show you all.
Aww, thank you.
This is her teddy.
Aww.
She's too tired to stand up.
Oh.
Her teddy that she's had since she had it with her at the shelter.
Oh.
She had two. She had one that was Piglet, which is dead.
Oh no.
Deeply dead. And then this teddy that we keep having to put in the washing machine.
Oh, bless.
She, like, I've bought her so many toys. She doesn't like any toy as much as plushies.
I mean, I can relate.
Yeah, maybe that's the bond that you two have.
Love of plushies.
Just love teddies. And she's so, like, careful with, like, apart from the fact that she leaves them outside in the rain, which is what breaks them. Like, in terms of, like, can I show them? Can I have it? Can I have it? No, she's not in the mood today. Sometimes she just lets me have it. But, like, this teddy bear is intact.
Aww.
And she, like, cleans it.
Oh my goodness.
Don't you? You keep good care of Teddy. It is missing an ear, but I think that has more to do with the cat than her.
Ah.
And it's also, like, bigger than her head. Isn't it? Will you let me show them Teddy or no? Can I see it? No. You're very cute, baby. She's very tired.
Oh, bless.
She's like trying to engage with me, but she's also falling asleep. Her eyes are very red. I think she woke up and was like, oh, everyone's gone to bed, I need to go upstairs. She's also got both paws on my leg, on my thigh, to be like, no, you can't stop paying attention to me. Is that what you wanted? Little kiss? Little kiss?
Little smoochies?
Little kiss on your little head? I've discovered she does actually like being kissed on her little head.
Aww.
Sometimes she specifically wants that.
Blessed. Absolutely blessed.
Oh, she's falling asleep. She's falling asleep.
Aww.
You go sleep. forgive you. Oh, Dad's been at your pawsies again, huh?
Oh no.
We're slowly trying to get her used to the idea of having clippers anywhere near her paws because her nails are so overgrown.
Oh no. That's
to the
bad.
point where she does me physical harm often.
Oh, poor thing.
She doesn't mean to.
I know she doesn't. That's why I'm
There
like,
she
oh, that's
goes.
why I'm like,
You
oh,
can't
no.
dig that. That's a weighted blanket, and you are an old woman.
You gonna try?
Oh God, is she trying? There you go. You sat on Teddy. That's your pillow. Oh. She was trying to lick her nose, but then she started yawning.
Oh.
You need to move Teddy. She uses Teddy like a pillow.
I was aware
She puts
of this.
it.
It's very cute.
She puts it like down on the floor, and then she. See if I can find a picture of it. Show stream. A reward for people who stayed overtime.
Hell yeah. See, you got the goods. You get the goods.
You get the good shit. We hook you up. That is if I can find one. She uses pillows like a human does. Often my pillow. I was about to Google in my Google Photos the name Phoebe. This isn't a picture of her using her teddy as a pillow, but this is a picture of her using my pillow like a human would.
Aww, cute. Oh no, that's so cute. That is adorable.
Like a human would.
Yeah.
That's a picture of Stanji. Oh, that's the video I have where I said your name to her and her tail started going.
Yes.
It's a good one.
I'm the favorite.
There it is.
Aww.
That's what she does. That is actually Teddy as well.
Aww.
That's what she does. Sometimes she'll fall asleep with it in her mouth, like using it as a pillow, but she's also holding it.
It's so cute.
She's amazing. I love her. She's so stupid. Oh, here's a rest in peace Piglet, but that's her doing it with Piglet. That's what she used to do.
Aww. Sweet baby. The tail is one big piece, but I wonder if it's better to split.
I have 3 categories of pictures of Phoebe on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe using stuffed toys as pillows. Phoebe on her back, like fully tummy exposed, and then Phoebe using pillows like a human would.
Blessed. Blessed.
They're the only photos of Phoebe that I have. She's almost always asleep in all of them. I have a few that are like her in the wild. This is what my screensaver is. There she is. With her ears. But mostly it's her asleep. She's doing the thing. She's been doing this quite a lot recently, where she's trying to like just stare at me so that I go and pay attention to her, but she's also falling asleep.
Oh no.
It's so hard to pay attention to things when she's doing that. She did it so much when I was trying to get my chapter in, my last Disso chapter in. She would just lie there, because I was up all night. She would just lie there, like, staring at me and then just... slowly fall asleep. Just makes sense. Human, it is time for sleep. Come do the sleep with me. Yeah, that's what she's like. But at the same time, if I do go and like give her like a proper cuddle, and I'm like trying to go to sleep at the same time, she doesn't like it. She's like very particular about when she does and doesn't want attention. She's like, I want to be next to a human person almost 24/7, apart from when it's between the hours of 9 p.m. and 4 a.m., in which case don't touch me for a considerable time. She had a scritch. She moved like very suddenly, I got worried. See, that would be over here, right? No cuddles, just sleep, exactly. Although sometimes if I like fall asleep with one hand out, which I do sometimes, she'll come and put her head, she'll like use my hand as a pillow.
Aww.
And then I can't move. I usually just pick up my phone with my other hand, because it's like, I can't go to sleep.
Yeah, well, I'm here now.
Marvel Snap. Just gonna play a few rounds. Put a Drawfee video on. Work out what meditation track I'm listening to. That's a helicopter, Phoebe. She got spooked.
Oh.
You know, this is coming together.
Yeah.
This is about what I had in my head. I'm not going to get that into specifics.
You've now reached the point of organization is now slowly slipping down as we get into, God, just fucking fit everything in. We've only got a few things left.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna have to call it. I know. But if we don't, it's going to be, oh, one more thing, until 1 o'clock in the morning. One more thing.
One more thing. And I loved that show as a kid.
What do you know that reference from?
Jackie Chan Adventures.
Okay, good.
Why? What else would it be?
I know it from both Jackie Chan Adventures and from the movie Sucker Punch. But neither of which I think are the originators of it.
Yeah, probably not. Because these teeth, they can be tiny.
Not the apple one more thing. Is it just a Jackie Chan thing?
Yeah, it's just something that Uncle says all the time whenever...
Well, I know that he says it all the time in Jackie Chan Adventures, but is it a thing from Jackie Chan's career more broadly?
I don't know. I feel like it's just from
I don't
that
think it
cartoon.
is. Okay.
Jackie!
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. Fucking Columbo.
Of course. One more thing.
One more thing.
Well, I think we can be forgiven that because it is a little bit before our time, and we mostly know of it because of Tumblr.
No. They watch Columbo all the time in this house. I have no
do
excuse.
I've never seen it, so forget me. Forget I
You've
said
seen Columbo?
No.
Damn.
Okay, we have been condensed into square.
Alright, we gotta call this.
I think we can call it. Most of this is blue, which is great.
Oh no, let's wet it out. Wet. That's all you get.
No. Oh boy, okay. I'm probably...
Oh, it doesn't. The stream cuts it off, but Blue can just see.
Oh, a little
This
snoot.
is
Little
just
snoot.
Phoebe's head. Hang on.
That's adorable.
Where? There
There
she
you
is.
go. Oh, so cute. Yes.
He's so asleep.
Hell yes. Blah. There you go. There's the invisible job of UVs. Ugh. I've seen worse. I have 100% seen worse.
Yep. I think you've shown me worse.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I am tempted to screenshot that and put it in a art Discord I'm in to just be like, rate my UV, please be kind.
Yeah, honestly.
Rate my UV, please be kind. But yeah. With those done, I say I'm looking at this and it's one of those things where UVs are definitely one of those things that you can fucks with for fucking ever. That I think is in a workable state, and you know, if I post that screenshot, unless somebody like points out something that I just cannot see as a glaring issue, that will probably be it. In which case, it will be a little bit of slapping down some textures tomorrow, which is fun. Yeah, they're going to be very rough. I'm already going to preempt and just be like, they're going to be very rough textures, because textures I'm probably going to leave to the absolute last. I want to just get some rough colours in, so I can see how it looks, and then we're going to go on to blend shapes for expressions and lip syncing will be the bulk of it. So very, very quick texture tomorrow, and then we'll probably be doing that tomorrow as well.
In the evening, it will be Dragon Age.
In the evening, it will be Dragon Age. I finally updated the picture on this screen, so I come over to it. There we go. It's finally been updated with a bit of a clearer mark, because I was talking to someone once, and they were like, talking about, oh, you stream on Saturday as well. Oh, goodbye, face tracking. And I was like, no, I don't. So I put a big X through Saturday to be like, no, it's the one day I don't.
Yeah. Are you playing Final Fantasy this Thursday?
I think I will, because Moogle is still going on, and I haven't had any opportunity to do more Moogling, so we'll do some more Moogling.
Yeah,
I'll
be
probably
there.
Just this week, I think, because I got the mount that I wanted.
I mean,
everything else.
The
is extra.
the updates to you by the end of this month, so that would make sense.
Fair enough.
I need to get a few more to get the orchestration role.
Fair.
I have all the mounts.
Yeah, I'm still mostly after mounts, but the bird was the one I wanted. Everything else is extra.
I will say the horse is very good.
Ixion, yeah, that's probably the next one I'll aim for. Right. We will see you tomorrow. Both of us will see you tomorrow. So
Yeah.
take
You got me
care,
3 days on the
everybody.
trot this week.
Woo! Hell yes. Right. Love you all. Thank you so much. We had a lot of people here tonight. Most of them have now gone to bed. We're going to go do the same. See you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.
Bye.